Have you ever been trying to make a bunch of different builds here in the first Descendant? You've been messing around with all the different characters. You finally leveled up some of your mods, gotten a bunch of Transcendent unlocks and things like that, and you're finally ready to go upgrade your power level, your builds, and just get stronger in the game. Now, when you go to do this, you'll notice, wow, it costs quite a bit of kupier, quite a bit of gold. It's actually insane just how much it can cost just to create a build on one of these characters, let alone 5 or 6 if you've unlocked them by now. Now, this doesn't even contribute to the weapons you're going to have to do this to as well. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys the best ways where you can earn kupier and gold. Now, in this method, not only will you earn kupier and gold, but you're also going to be able to get weapon XP and descendant XP as well. So if you have a descendant, which you guys are still working on leveling up, you're trying to get some XP for it. Maybe you're trying to still get some weapon proficiency ranks. You can do that in this method I'm going to show you. Now, also keep in mind that in the battle pass itself, if you already have it, there are some boosters which you can claim, and I'm always forgetting to claim them. There's gold and weapon XP boosters in here. I had a few stacked up. Now, whether you get the battle pass or not, it's completely up to you. I got it just because I knew I was going to be playing a lot and didn't even really know what was in it. But once I saw those boosters, I started activating them before doing these farms. Now, another thing that you'll notice is that if you're trying to get your weapon stronger and stronger, you'll probably try to slot in these catalysts, but you just don't have the points for it. Now, every time your weapon hits max rank, you can go and use one of these catalysts, and what it will do is it's going to make your mods cost way less. So very quickly, as you can see, that mod costs 16 points, and it has the same icon here. So if we slot in this icon in the same slot as that mod, it will now cost considerably less. However, your weapon will be reset back to 0, but you're going to have more points to spend now. You'll get your DPS up much, much higher. Now, in this video, you're going to have to do this probably like 8, 9 times over to get your weapon to the maximum strength, if that's something you want to do here in the game. Now, in order to do this, you have to get your weapon up to rank 40, and it can take an extremely long amount of time to do it. Up to rank 20 or so, you can get that done in like 20, 30 minutes. It's really not that long. But in order to do it, get it to 40, it can take forever. Now, I'm going to show you guys the best location where you can get this done. Now, if you guys have Valby, it will help a lot, but you don't need Valby. So we're going to head over to the fortress, and I'll show you guys exactly how you can just simply go to one location and you can solve all of these problems. You're going to get the kupier, the gold, you're going to get weapon XP, you're going to get descendant XP, you're going to get drops as well. You're even going to get some brand new mods to drop. You can farm almost anything with this method. Now, there's faster methods just if you just want to go and get descendant XP or something like that. But the thing is that you're not going to get all of these other resources, the kupier, the gold, and all the things you need to actually genuinely get stronger in the game. So the first thing you'll want to do is come over to the fortress. Now, if you have Valby, it will help. This Valby I did unlock her. However, I don't have almost any points for her. She could be much, much stronger. And I just got her up to level 40 and then simply said, all right, I'm going to switch to something else. So if you have her, this will definitely help. It goes a little bit faster, but you definitely don't need her. Now, I also suggest make sure to go into a private match, as if you don't, there's times where other people can come by and mess this farm up without noticing or without realizing what they're doing. So it is better to go on private. Now, if you guys have some friends that you can do it with, it's obviously going to be a little better too. It won't affect it whether you have more people or less. So if you want to bring friends with you, if they need to do this as well, you can go ahead and do that. Now, in order to get started on this farm, I'm just going to simply come over to this defense mission. And this is why Valby will be the best for it, but you can obviously use any character for it. Now, when you come here, it's going to be just like any other defensive line mission where you have to go and destroy all these different beacons and then take down one of the bosses. Now, there's a little bit of a trick to these missions, which you can do it on any location. Anytime that there's one of these defensive missions, you can use this method. But this is by far the best location just because of the shape of it. Also, it's in the highest level area, so you're going to get some of the best drops. You can run it on hard, and it's just, in general, it's a more difficult mission. On top of that, another part of the reason why this is a much better location than other ones is because the boss has a overshield, and so it's much, much harder to take them out. Now, in order to complete this method, or in order to farm this out the fastest, so that you can get that weapon proficiency, you can get the gold and the kupier, all you have to do is put on Valby and just simply pop her water ability where you can run around. Now, you can just simply run in a circle, pop this ability again and again, and you'll be able to take out these enemies infinitely. They will never go away. Now, the only thing you have to do is make sure you don't take down the boss. If you take down the boss, the mission will be completed successfully. And once you successfully complete it, you'll have to wait 5 minutes. So it's better just to fail the mission intentionally, just keep running in circles, and you'll get an infinite amount of loot. Now, just like any other farm, it may start out a little bit slow, but you'll notice within 2 to 3 minutes after just one clear of this mission, you're gonna notice, wow, I've stacked up more drops than I have in any other farm that I've shown you guys up until this point. So the only downside to this is that you cannot run Bunny, as there's a good chance you'll end up accidentally taking out the boss. But Valby is by far going to be the best character. Like I said, it's not even fully leveled up. This is probably like the lowest level descendant I have, and without any problems, I'm able to keep this damage output down on these enemies the entire time, no issues. Now you can do this with any character, but this is just the most efficient and fastest way. Just make sure not to take down the boss, as it will end the mission, and then you'll have a 5-minute wait. So as you can see, every second that I run over one of these enemies, I'm getting Kuiper, I'm getting gold. You can see the drops beginning to roll in, which will then be scrapped down for even more resources. And keep in mind that you're also going to get the occasional mod to drop off of these enemies, which you can then go and cash in cashing all your duplicate mods back at Cillian in Albion. Now, this method, you can do it as long as you want. And I've even seen a few of my friends definitely think that they were going to patch this up. However, there was actually a post this morning from the developers saying that they didn't see anything wrong with this farm and that it would be remaining in the game. So you have nothing to worry about when running this, and you're going to get all of these resources. This is the fastest method that we have right now. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, because I will be trying to get faster and faster methods for every resource in the game. Also, keep in mind there is a major expansion coming out on August 1st. We're going to be getting a few things like Ultimate Valby. I do believe there's even another character, a new region, and some new bosses coming out as well. Tons of new things to craft. Now, I don't want to go too far in or potentially spoil it if you guys haven't heard about it by now, but definitely subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be grinding out all of the updates, uploading all the guides you need, and showing you guys some of the best builds and farms from that update as soon as it comes out. So hopefully this does help you guys out, whether you need gold or XP, anything right now, you can farm this out and you're going to get everything done. I've done this 3 or 4 times today because I've been trying to make as many builds as possible. And as soon as I do, I'm out of gold, I'm out of Kuiper. I've gone through millions and millions of it, and you just have to keep farming it out. So this is definitely the fastest and best way. And you just really want to make sure that you have your level 1 proficiency weapons on. That way you can rank up your mastery and continue to increase the level on those weapons, because every time you do, the weapon will get stronger and stronger, the same way your descendants will. So you'll be perfectly fine and ready for anything that they throw us with this update come August 1st. If you just simply farm this out maybe 30 minutes a day up until that point, you're going to have everything maxed out from the absolute speed that this gives you all these rewards. So hopefully this helps, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.